Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the Fast Break. I am Casey Johnson. We are on episode 11, and here are the 4 storylines that I will be paying attention to most closely this week. March hardware. That's right. There are only 3 games left in the month, and there are 3 Bulls who could be eligible for some monthly hardware, with Coby White becoming the first Bull since Michael Jordan to win back-to-back Eastern Conference Player of the Week honors. He clearly will be a leading candidate for the Eastern Conference Player of the Month award. And why not? As of this taping, Coby White is averaging 29.8 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 3.7 assists on the month. That includes 50% shooting from the field and 36% shooting from three-point range on 9 attempts per game. He's also getting the line 6.9 attempts per game this month and knocking those down at a 89.2% clip. Obviously, Coby's on a heater, 3 straight 35-point games as of this taping. We've been breaking down his performance on the court for a while. Everyone can see it with their own eyes. So who's his best competition? Well, 𝗵𝗂 𝗵𝗀𝗀 for the Orlando Magic has averaged 30 points and 7.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists on the month. But the Magic are only 5 and 6 on this month. The Bulls, obviously 8 and 4, so Coby might have the upper hand there. Jason Tatum and Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think I said that correctly. It's early in the morning. Are obviously having the typical stellar months that they are, and the Celtics are 11 and 1 as of this taping. So Coby will have some competition, but he is clearly a leading candidate, and you really cannot say enough about the way Coby White is playing. Obviously, his ability to get downhill, get to the line, has really defined the Bulls' offensive resurgence. And look, he's doing this as being the number 1 option for the opponent's scoring, opponent's scouting report, and it's just impressive stuff that we're seeing from Coby White. But he's not the only one that could be eligible for monthly hardware. Yes, Billy Donovan should be in the conversation for Eastern Conference Coach of the Month. The Bulls are, as of this taping, 8 and 4, and Billy Donovan has really been pushing all the right buttons this month and really all season with his commitment to style of play, playing fast, taking a lot of three-pointers, rotating a 10, sometimes 11-player rotation. So what are some of the decisions he's made this month that have stood out to me? He's really mixed zone defense in very well this month. If you've watched, there's been multiple times he's started in for 2, 3, maybe 4 possessions and really kind of stymied some opponents. It's almost been a box and one at times, maybe not a true box and one, but kind of some principles of box and one. And it's really kind of messed some teams up. So that's been one button that Billy Donovan has pushed. You saw in Denver, him just kind of on the fly, because of matchups, go with Jalen Smith over Zach Collins. Jalen Smith had been completely out of the rotation because Zach Collins had been playing well. What did Jalen Smith do? He dropped a double-double in 14 minutes. So these are the buttons that Billy Donovan has been pushing. He's been making, obviously, a lot of good decisions. So who's his toughest competition? Well, as I mentioned, the Celtics are 11 and 1. The Pacers are 9 and 4 this month as of this taping. The Hawks are 8 and 3. So Quinn Snyder, Rick Carlisle, and Joe Mazzulla will obviously be in contention. But, the Pacers and the Celtics are expected to be playing at this level. The Bulls at 8 and 4, not as expected. So I think Billy Donovan will have a strong shot at that award. Less likely, but still worth talking about, 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗀. Could he win Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month? As of this taping, 𝗏𝗏 is averaging 12.6 points on 46.4% shooting in 25.3 minutes, and also 4.1 rebounds. We've mentioned the Bulls' 8 and 4 record as of this taping. 𝗏𝗏 has stuffed those games with multiple highlight reel plays. His spin move and dunk over Luka Doncic was, I believe, tweeted out by the NBA itself on their social media account. So 𝗏𝗏's got a little love this week and this month for the way he's kind of been filling that stat sheet with some highlight reel plays. Alex Sarr and Zachary 𝗵𝗏, obviously both playing at a high level. Those will probably be his toughest competition for Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month. But you saw it that night against the Lakers, 31 points, career high, the water shower afterward that went viral in the Bulls locker room. He's playing at an extremely high level and will be certainly in the conversation for that award. All right, storyline number 2, Josh Giddey. How can you avoid talking about the way this guy is playing? He's averaging 22.6 points on 54.3% shooting and 53% shooting from three-point range in his 12 games since the All-Star break. Add in 10.2 rebounds, 9.1 assists. That is correct. In his 12 games since the All-Star break, Josh Giddey is almost averaging a triple-double. It's well documented. He almost had a quadruple-double against the Lakers with those 8 steals. And that's the point I want to make about his play. What I'm seeing from Josh Giddey is a completely different player, much more physical, much more engaged, much more competitive at the defensive end. He's never going to be a dominant premier one-on-one stopper, but between his positional size, his strong and solid team defense positioning, he has been a responsible defender this month. Obviously, the 8 steals are a noisy stat. He lucked into a couple of those, even by his account, but he was in the right place a lot of those times just to make that play. As for the offensive end, that physicality, Josh Giddey is averaging 5.7 free throw attempts in those 12 games since the All-Star break, and he's shooting those free throws at an 83.8% clip. This is a guy who averages 1.9 free throw attempts for his career. That's a significant jump, almost 4 more free throws per game. What's changed? He has stopped shooting that floater. He's going all the way to the rim. This is that aggressive mindset that I was alluding to. He averaged, listen to this, 8.9 drives before the All-Star break. He's 11th in the NBA with 15.5 drives since the All-Star break. This is an astonishing turnaround. You can see it even beyond the numbers. Just watch the games. What are you seeing? You're seeing a guy committed to going all the way to the rim, trying to power through contact, and really, really playing at a different level because of that. So kudos to Josh Giddey for that commitment. All right, storyline number 3, the Bulls' style of play. Now, we've been talking about this at various points throughout the season, but this late in the season, I think it's really, really becoming more pronounced. We've seen that commitment to pace all season. The Bulls have been in the top 5 in pace all season. They're currently 3rd as of this taping. We've seen the commitment to the three-point shot all season. They are currently 3rd in three-point makes and 2nd in three-point attempts. This is the first time in franchise history they've made over 1,000 three-pointers in a season. So those things have been constant and consistent all season. What we're seeing lately is just an increased attack in fast break attempts. They are averaging 18.1 fast break points on the season. That's 3rd in the NBA. And I think at this stage of the season, when some teams are getting tired and or resting players, or maybe committing to draft positioning, or quite frankly, just not wanting to compete as hard as the Bulls, you are seeing the Bulls overwhelm teams in the fourth quarter. To me, it was the most pronounced I've seen all season on this recently concluded 6-game trip. They outscored the Lakers 42-26 in the fourth quarter. They outscored the Nuggets 34-24 in the fourth quarter. The Lakers wanted nothing to do with the Bulls in that fourth quarter. I saw with my own eyes. It was just relentless. And this comes back again to Billy Donovan and his coaching staff's commitment to using that 10, 11-player rotation. He's rotating guys in and out. He's using different guys at times. Talen Horton-Tucker was in the rotation earlier in the season. He's not now. You're seeing guys like Dalen Terry and Julian Phillips get more of an opportunity. So you're getting contributions from multiple people, and obviously with Coby White and Josh Giddey playing at the level that they are, the Bulls are just wearing teams down. And the crazy part is, like, when I talk to players, they are really kind of almost bragging about this. They feel like they are the best conditioned team in the league, and they are openly talking about how they are wearing teams down in the fourth quarter, and they're hearing sometimes from opponents like, man, you guys play fast. You heard it from Nuggets coach Michael Malone in Denver the other night, he called the Bulls possibly the best running team in the league and definitely the best running team after made baskets. And that speaks to this commitment to style of play. The Bulls play the same way, whether you make or miss against them. If you make a basket, they are inbounding that ball, getting down the court, and playing at a fast pace. It also applies to half-court play. I mean, they are moving the ball quickly, making quick decisions, trying to swing the ball side to side. They've been in the top 5 in assists all season, and really this style of play is just jumping out of late as you get into March NBA basketball. All right, my final storyline, LeBron James. He will be at the United Center for his lone appearance this season. And I've never understood why it's a controversy to root for this guy. I respect greatness, always have, and sustained greatness to me is one of the most impressive things in any professional sport. Back in the day, I covered NHL for 2 seasons, and I was able to witness the greatness that is Wayne Gretzky. Always appreciated that. Look, LeBron James is in the 22nd season of his unparalleled career. He's 40 years old. He's averaging 35 minutes a game. And he's averaging 24.9 points, 8.4 assists, and 8.1 rebounds. It's not sacrilegious to respect and like LeBron James in this building. It doesn't mean you pick him over the GOAT, who has a statue in this building, and I will maintain, having been fortunate enough to cover Michael Jordan for 3 seasons, that Michael Jordan still to me is the greatest competitor and winner the sport has seen. But man, I love watching LeBron James play basketball, and we get that opportunity Thursday night here at the United Center. So that's gonna do it for another episode of the Fast Break. We love doing these and we appreciate you checking us out. We'll be back next week with more content.